Another patient here from Berlin, brain cancer. This is a CT of the brain, which means you have this kind of horizontal picture tape. The white butterfly in the middle, that's the ventricle filled with contrast medium. That is okay, that belongs there. What is not okay is this white spot here, which is a glioblastoma. This was a 50-year-old woman, and 5 months after starting the micronutrients, the control exam revealed that the tumor had disappeared. Below, that's a woman from Graz, Mrs. Moschik, that's in Austria. This was a metastasis of a lymphoma, a blood cancer, in the area of the knee. This is the bone of the upper leg, humerus, and this is the knee region here. This spot here is the cancer, and it has disappeared after 5 months. We have many more documentations of that on our website. What is important to understand is that these are not individual cases. We have been testing the micronutrients in our research institute in more than 30 human cancer cell lines. And there was not a single one of them that did not respond to these micronutrients. In other words, we were able to block all known human cancer cell lines with micronutrients from spreading. I have to emphasize this as I'm doing this for the record, and that you are carrying this with you. You did not attend a lecture tonight where there was a guru on stage promising cancer cure for everyone. If cancer has progressed too far, especially if chemotherapy has been applied, which chemotherapy goes primarily to the bone marrow and destroys the blood cell forming cells there. In many cases, this means that the micronutrients cannot as well trigger what they ought to do, because they stimulate the body's own immune defense. And if this immune system has been damaged or is being destroyed or has been destroyed, it is difficult or impossible to do this. So there's no guarantee here. But the things you're seeing is the first time that we can explain not only how the process of cancer spread is happening, but also how to stop it specifically. We can understand it, we can test it, we can apply it to the human system. When I studied medicine, we were told, well, you know, cancer, that's like God walking across this planet, and wherever his curse falls, this is where cancer develops. It could be skin cancer, it could be any other part of your body. Well, I am saying nonsense. It is not the case that every part of our body develops cancer at the same rate. Why is it that most of the cancers develop in the reproductive system, like the uterus, ovaries, breast, prostata? Why not in the heart, or on the tongue, or on the earlobe? Why is it that leukocytes are particularly prone to become or subject to developing cancer, into leukemia? Why not the red blood cells or the thrombocytes? Well, the red blood cells are a different thing, but thrombocytes. How come? If we understand why certain forms of cancer are more frequent than others, we've taken the first step to understanding how cancer develops in general and how we can stop it. Now here we go. Cancer cells spread in the human body by multiplying, but also by producing enzymes. Enzymes are biological scissors that have the unique ability to cut the surrounding collagen. Without that ability of destroying, of digesting the surrounding collagen, this cancer cell cannot spread. So it is a precondition that this mechanism happens. Secondly, every cancer cell, no matter where its origin is in the body, uses this mechanism. Thirdly, the more of these collagen digesting enzymes, we call them collagenases, a cancer type produces, the faster the cancer spreads and the more deadly or malignant it is. Now let's look at metastasis. Here you have the liver, a liver tumor. If this tumor grows, ultimately the cells produce these collagen digesting enzymes, and the tumor, which is originally a lump, dissociates, because these cells, they dissociate from this basic structure because the connecting tissue is being destroyed. And they continue producing these Pac-Man, these choppers. So here comes a little capillary vessel in the liver, which is magnified here. So this would be the blood vessel going through the liver. And our cancer cells arrives at this blood vessel wall. What's happening? It continues to produce those collagen digesting enzymes, and with that mechanism paves its way from the outside of this blood vessel to the inside. How is that possible? Well, what are the walls of these blood vessels made of? Collagen. So, with the same enzymes that it has dissociated from the original tumor, this cancer cell paves its way from the outside of the blood vessel system to the inside. And then it is being washed away with the bloodstream until the bloodstream comes to very fine little capillaries again. And this is usually in the lung. Oxygenation of blood, so the bloodstream is spreading into very thin little capillaries, which do not allow the passage of these cells. But our cancer cell still produces the choppers. So what happens now? Well, it eats its way from the inside of the blood vessel system to the outside. This end here being a blood vessel in the lung now. And it settles down in the lung. Now how do we call this? Metastasis, exactly. So, what we learn from this picture is that all steps of cancer spread and metastasis depend on this mechanism of being able to destroy the collagen. Now, wouldn't you think it would be interesting to find a way how to plug the mouth of those Pac-Man? Well, that's exactly the idea we had way back. And